thank you for coming. Yes. Yes, this is the Raider Nation report. Yes, Commish is in the house tonight. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, ma'am. Looking amazing in that silver and black, I must say. Yes, VIP is to the left, sir. If you give me your name, I'll check, make sure you're on the list. Yes, you have to be on in advance. Weeks in advance, sir. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, Raider Nation report tonight. A lot to talk about. Yes, there is a full bar inside, sir. Guys, you can't smoke that right here by the door. Just step over there a little ways. I love the smell. Smells amazing, but please, not right by the door. Yes, we will be opening the doors very soon. You know these guys like to run a tight show. They're just making sure everything's in order. Yes, ma'am. You can say hi to the midgets on the way in. Absolutely. VIP to the left. Regular line to the right, please. Doors will be opening very soon. Thank you all for coming. Enjoy the show. What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. It was a rough fucking weekend. Hell, I forgot where the fucking hell I'm at. What the directions are. How we got here. Where we came from. Can you help me out? Joe! Oh, yeah! We're just down the street. Past the house. With the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner. And ask our man Joe. He's a gentleman. He's a scholar. He even helps me out from time to time. Slip him what you should. He'll point you in the right direction. He's going to tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street, minding your own goddamn business, you're going to pass this deep, dark alley to your immediate right. Now, as you pass this deep, dark alley, this cool breeze is going to hit you that chills you right to your skeletal core. You'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Oh, you goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that those of us that stray just a little bit to the dark side of Raider Nation like to come. deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Tuesday, this is the Raider Nation Report, a solid 60 minutes of everything silver and black, including my motherfucking wheels on my chair getting stuck. Am I running over your little toes? Get your little toes out the motherfucking way, and they won't get run over. Thank you for joining me, each and every one of you in Raider Nation. It was a rough weekend. We got to dust it off. We got to look at reality. 1-1. Have a division win in your pocket already. Still tied for first. 2 teams in the division are winless. You got to look at the positives. Yes, it was the worst drubbing of the week across the National Football League that Raider Nation had to endure. I was expecting a much closer game, but this was a game I'd pegged as a loss from very far out. I was being optimistic based on the way the 2 teams played coming into the game, but usually my gut, and when I seen Buffalo week 2, my gut said this team won't be ready in week 2. Can this team be ready and be on that level? Absolutely. I completely believe that. But I think this team isn't a team that's put together like Buffalo, that's played together for seasons, that has continuity, that has rapport. They're just not. You've got a quarterback who's just learning how to use the tools that he has. You've got a completely revamped defense. A defensive coordinator who we don't even know if is the right guy to be pushing the buttons on the fucking joystick that's running this D. We don't even know that. So there's a lot of what ifs still, and this team's just a very young team together. So I thought the first 5-6 games were, and we talked about it, the first 6. We talked about it several times over the offseason, the first 6 games and how they laid out. And I thought the first 6 games were huge. And I still have this team pegged as a 4-2 team after the first 6 games. And by the looks of things, they'll be sitting tied for first place with that 4-2 record. And if I were to tell you that at the beginning of the season, that the Raiders have a possibility to be sitting 4-2 and in first place in the AFC West 6 games in, you'd take it. You'd absolutely take it. So this season's going to have some ups and downs. And unfortunately, it's had some kind of high highs, but some very low lows already through 2 games. So it's unfortunate. Rough week. But I think you've got lined up for a big bounce back week coming home to Allegiant Stadium with the Pittsburgh Steelers coming to town. They are not a team that you should fear. They are not a juggernaut whatsoever. Young quarterback, young offense, still learning to play together. They didn't look that great. I watched most of that game on Monday night. I was less than impressed. And I watched a lot of them the first week as well when they got drubbed. So, let's get into all that. Let me pump the brakes here. I'm just fucking running away with this. I know, Dale. There's a lot to talk about. Let's get into this. We got the Week 2 recap. Tyree Week 2. Jacoby update. Chandler Jones, this fucking Looney Tunes motherfucker. What the hell is up with this guy, man? We got the YouTube chat down there for our YouTube posse. Let me get it refreshed up for you. We got that going down there if you're watching over on YouTube. You can get in on your chat right on the screen down there. Foot issues, Eric. Foot issues. We're going to talk about that. You still got to get that explosiveness back from that Liz Frank injury. We talked about it a little last week. We're going to talk about it some more this week. But it's still... we can get into that. We got an agenda over here. ESPN rankings sponsors the Cool Kids, the newsletter. Akers trade. Where the fuck did this come from? How'd this get on my radar? Akers trade. We'll get into that. Steelers preview. Fan of the week. We got one, man. I tell you, the fan of the weeks are coming hard to the hole, man. We got fucking videos Video's queued up. You know who you two are. That was the fucking fire video. You're in line. You're in line. But you guys have already won before, so I'm pushing some of these new folks to the front who are coming with some nice stuff. Although some of the ones from the veterans have been very good. They are queued up. You know who you are. I've got some posed fucking shit, helmets and videos and fire. But we got a new one tonight. We got a new fish. I don't think he's ever won Fan of the Week before. He's been around a long time, but I don't think he's ever won Fan of the Week before. But he has watched for quite some time. So we will see. We'll see. Fan of the Week later. Newbie, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just fucking with you. Who knows? And of course, we'll wrap it up with the WTF. I'm sure I'll remember what it was by the time I get there. God damn, I always write it down, and I just looked and I have the WTF post-it from last week. But it'll come to me before I get there. That's fucking forever away. Don't you worry. That's your job. You should have took care of it. All right, that's enough. Let's fucking move on, shall we? Oh, those are usually the best ones anyway. The ones that just are spontaneous. All right, let's move along. Let's move along. Week 2 recap. Ah, Jesus. Do we even want to fucking touch on it? My God, I don't want to touch on the Week 2 fucking recap. Like, God damn. Ugh. Painful. Painful. So, came out and first drive, man. I mean, you're like, wow. It looks like these guys are going to be able to hang. And that just did not turn out to be the case for multitude of reasons. Let's start with the offensive side of the ball, shall we? Because we've got to work through this, and I want to start with the offensive side of the ball because let's start with Garoppolo, because I think Garoppolo may have been one of the brightest spots on the offensive side of the ball in this game. He went 16 for 24, 185 yards, the touchdown, which was a very nice drive to open the game, and the 2 picks. Now, the 2 picks, I'm indifferent about, and I've watched the tape on this several times on both of them. And the first pick, they completely blast the line. It's a bull rush blitz right up the middle. They come clean. They are in it, and it's a delayed screen type play to begin with, and Jimmy is they are in his face before he's even one step into his drop, and he would have completed the pass had not it been swatted, and then the ball, and now we're in tip drills and shit happens. So, is that one really on the quarterback as much as it is not on the line who is protecting the quarterback? Because I've looked at that play over and over again, and I look at that one, and my gut says, that's not on the quarterback. You're supposed to protect his ass. There was zero protection. Dude takes one step, and he's got a fucking guy in his grill. He tries to get rid of it. Somebody swats it. The chances that they hit the fucking ball are slim to none anyway. That's just... You think they're getting the sack or they're knocking the play down, but you don't think they're getting the fucking, probably a turnover there. It's just, that's just bad luck. Okay, so that one I kind of shake it off. Now, the next one, dude, he dots Jacobs. Milano comes over the top and straight rapes Jacobs for the ball. Do you put that on the quarterback? I mean, I get tight hole, tight coverage, but for the guy to come over your back and steal the fucking ball from you, I don't know. I don't know if I put that on the quarterback 100% either. So I don't think either one. Honestly, all 3 of the interceptions that Jimmy G has, the first one was one where he dotted the fucking guy. He got the ball to him, and then it bounces off him and goes up in the fucking air. It's an intercept. Dude wasn't ready for the fastball. So that one's on him? I don't know. To me, he was one of the brightest spots of the game. Trey Tucker gets one touch and busts it for 34 yards. That was nice to see. That was very positive. I'm trying to dig some little fucking pieces of gold nugget out of this pile of shit. Is what I'm trying to do. I mean, there was, other than the first drive, there wasn't much. But I mean, seeing Trey Tucker out there and seeing how he can be used and how he can be dynamic in the offense was nice. Zamir White did carry the ball 4 times for 22 yards, but he didn't look like the fuck Zamir White that we've come to know, know and love, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. What's up, Michelle? What's up, everybody? Thank y'all for joining me, man. What's up, everybody? What's up, Dennis? What's up, Dennis? Raider Nation Hawaii in the house. What's up, Robert? Robert, I got a package for you. Dude, I've been fucking like 2 hours today packaging shit. I know how your fucking cousins feel. Yeah, Santa's elves. It's ridiculous. I got stacks of goodies being sent out. Hey, and if you're in the Dark Side Inner Circle group, you need to scroll down. If I'm asking for your address, you give me your address. I'm going to take your name off the fucking goodie list. You get asked about twice. If you don't produce, it goes back in the bin. It'll be fucking redistributed to people who pay attention. We will not keep hounding you to give you free shit. Trust me. It will get redistributed. That's part of the rules here at Raider Reaction. If you want to win shit, you're required to watch the damn shows. You want to be fan of the week? I'm not going to reach out to you and say, hey, man, did you see you were fan of the week? I want to give you something. No. If you didn't watch the show and see that you were fan of the week, do you really deserve to get your prize? Now, think about that for a second. It's profound, huh? Are you really fan of the week? If you didn't watch the fucking show and even know that you won? You kind of disqualified yourself at that point. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. All right. So after about a week or two, I'm just like, man, fuck it. Back in the bin. Back in the bin. All right. Moving along. It's a grassroots project. Shit. Was trying to give you free shit. All you got to do is pay attention. It's like being at the parade, throwing free candy, and you ain't looking. It hits you inside of the head. Hey, JoJo.
Somebody call security.
You keep it down out there in the fucking cheap seats, damn it. All right, moving along. Devontae went out there and looked good, and then he ends up in concussion protocol well, not really concussion protocol, but he was being looked at for a concussion. Not concussion protocol. He never did get put in concussion protocol. He was cleared, and he's going to be fine for this week. We'll talk about Jacoby here in a little bit. He's a much different situation. Hunter caught one pass late in the game. He was not part of the game plan at all again. I do not understand what the disconnect is with Hunter. I don't know if it's the structure of McDaniel's game plan or the way he requires the routes to be run, or Gruden maybe allowed him to be a little more loose out there with the way he ran the routes. And obviously him and Carr, a guy that catches over 100 balls in an NFL season, that's an amazing feat that a lot of guys will never even come close to. So he obviously has not gained the rapport with Garoppolo that he had with Carr, which I don't know if that's concerning in week 2 yet. It's week 2. I mean, I got to see more. I got to see more before I know if it's a really big concern. But after 2 weeks of really, the one pass that he got, it was in nothing time. So it makes you wonder. Makes you wonder what the fuck's going on. I really want to look at the defensive side of the ball because that's really where this game fell the fuck apart. I mean, actually on two fronts. Because obviously, let's mention this stat, the most glaring one. Josh Jacobs, 9 carries for -2 yards and averaging -0.2 yards a carry. That's atrocious. Josh did help out with 5 receptions for 51 yards, averaging over 10 a catch. on the ground. So they did figure out ways to get the ball into Josh's hands and move the ball. So I did like that aspect of it, but as a whole, they weren't really able to get the play action game going. They weren't really able to get certain aspects of the passing game going because they were always throwing from a hole. And when you're always throwing from a hole, you become predictable and you're easier to cover. You know, there's no threat of the run. You haven't been able to do shit all day. So that was the one glaring spot on offense. But the other side was the defense, man. And you had a chance to still be in the game in the second half of this game. And the defense just come out and let Buffalo absolutely fucking curb stomp them for the majority of the third fucking quarter. I mean, it was rough. That clock just kept rolling. They couldn't get them off the field. They couldn't stop a fucking series. It just went from one end to the other. It was rough. It was rough. And there's a lot of blame to go around, but you're going to rock number 0 for one. You know, call me the fucking old man on the block. I don't give a fuck. I'm not down with the rocking the fucking 0. If you're rocking a fucking 0, you better be shutting motherfuckers down. Because you look like a fucking clown out there rocking a 0, getting fucking burnt. Because fucking Diggs and the other guys, the veteran wide receivers, Davis, they worked this kid. Worked him. He was not effective at all. Not effective at all. I have concerns. And El Perazza has been talking about this in the Raider Reaction chat, and I don't know if I disagree with him. If maybe him and Hobbs need to switch it up. And maybe you need to get Hobbs out there. And maybe you need to shove Bennett into a little bit of a different role, because I think maybe he's biting off way more than he can chew early on in his career. You just saw him get absolutely abused by veteran wide receivers in this game. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. What bright spots do I have? I mean, Epps looked okay. Spillane was probably one of your biggest bright spots. Spillane and Diablo, the linebacker play has not been bad. I mean, I don't know. Statistically, those guys are both doing great, but you look at the end result, the score, and you're like fucking 38-10. They just couldn't get him off the field. The offense didn't even get a chance in the second half of this game. There was just zero chance. They were just eliminated from the game, mathematically and through the clock, just completely eliminated. It was just a terrible performance. A terrible performance. I don't know what to say. I mean, I tried to look at the bright spots. Like, hey, Trey Tucker looked good on that one touch. Garoppolo looked good as a whole. He looked strong in the pocket. He didn't have happy feet. He stayed under pressure. He tried to move. It was just a total lackluster game on defense. Inability to run the ball, sustain the line of scrimmage, protect your quarterback. I don't know what to say. You just need a bounce back game. You just got to rub that one off. It's too bad it was that ugly. Because if it's just a loss and it's just a regular old normal loss, you know, it's easier to brush off. But man, that was a drubbing. You took a drubbing, unfortunately, in the fucking armpit stadium. You took a fucking drubbing, and that sucks. Moving on. That's enough. I just don't even want to talk about it anymore. I already did the post game reaction. And I thank you for bringing it up, Dennis. I was going to bring it up later, but I'll go ahead and touch on it now. I don't like, and I never like the coordinator being up in the booth and not down on the sidelines. You need to be down there. You need to be able to be face to face with the players. You need to be on the sideline. You need to be right there with what's going on. I just think you're somewhat disconnected. You're trying to move guys like chess pieces up from a booth, and you think you've got some fucking bird's eye view, and you're the fucking master puppeteer, and you're able to move guys, you know, like you're fucking playing Madden up there or some shit. you need to be down on the sidelines. There's just more to it. There's the emotion of the game, the flow of the game. You need to be right there with your players. The head coach, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I already questioned Graham enough, and I think everybody else does. But I just think that's a bad call. I think going in the booth is a bad call. And I hope to see him on the fucking sideline this weekend. Tyree Wilson. Rocking my Tyree jersey tonight. It's early on this kid, and there's two conversations. Look at this fucking ugly ass. I'm gonna delete that shit right now so I don't even ever click on it again by accident. That fucking armpit stadium. So there's two conversations really to have about Tyree Wilson. First conversation is, what were your expectations when you drafted a guy that was coming back from an injury like he had the Liz Frank injury? What were your expectations? Because you obviously knew that you were drafting damaged goods who's will take a while to come back. Explosiveness is one of the last things that comes back from that injury, and in his position, obviously, that's one of his biggest assets. So he's already looked somewhat slow and lethargic, and he's green because he doesn't have that explosiveness. He's just healthy enough to be on the field. He's not back 100% with that blast or any of that yet. He's getting that, but he's not there yet. So the question is, I guess, what's your expectations? Because you went and drafted this guy, and you knew he was damaged. But when you drafted a guy who you looked like probably was to replace Chandler, I don't think they were expecting it to be this soon, or was there already issues with Chandler that early on in the offseason? Because if they're fine with, Tyree working up through a third of the season or a half of the season to get up to the player he's supposed to be, then okay. I just wonder why you didn't go for a guy in the first round who wasn't an immediate impact play. Because there were those guys out there. That's my biggest question. Why were you okay with him being a long play? Most likely. Possibly even a good portion of season 1. What was his assessment that off the charts for what he will become eventually? Is that the plan? I just want to understand so that I can understand what the expectations should be for Tyree right now. Because I think people have unrealistic expectations for what he's coming back from. The fact he's on the field right now and participating is phenomenal. Questions. Lots of fucking questions. Lots of questions. What's up, Bill? What's up, everybody? We're going to put together a little meet and greet out at Sunday Night Football, home opener. If you're going to be out there, I will be out there. Bill will be out there. Some other folks will be out there. J-Lot, I believe, is where the exact area. Maybe we'll put together a little fucking group or something. But I will be out and about. I will have some goodies. That's enough on Tyree. I just think we need to... I have a lot of questions on how we got to where we are with Tyree and how he ended up being the guy, but he is the guy. And so at this point, I think you just got to pump the brakes on expectations a little bit. I don't think you're going to see those game-changing plays yet. I think it's going to take a few weeks of him working in. He's getting like half the snaps? What did he get? I forget what he had for snap count. 49%. He was on the field for 49% of the defensive snaps. Kuntz was out there for 35%. There were other guys, in the mix. Rochelle helped out as well. There were other guys in the mix helping out. So we'll see. He's a work in progress. Let's touch on a guy we're hoping to get back very, very soon. Jacoby Myers. He is still basically he's day-to-day right now in the concussion protocol, and we just got to watch him every day and see how he progresses through this week. He is still a question mark for this weekend, but he is kind of day-to-day right now. So not a huge update on Jacoby. I'm watching this one like a hawk. I want to see him back out there. He made the offense so dynamic in week 1 with him and Devontae. And I think if they can bring Hunter along and get the tight ends mixed in a little more, I still think this can be a very dynamic offense. They just need time to grow and get together. So no news really yet on Jacoby. It's day to day. Watch the page. We'll be keeping up to date on this story as it continues to move along. That's for damn show. All right, let's touch on this knucklehead. I mean, we've seen all of the shit that he's popped up, and then I don't know the full story on this one. I started to do some digging earlier in the day, but there'd been some screenshots of some conversations about a young girl related to Chandler in some aspect, in some sort of molestation or something. Not saying it's Chandler, that's why it's so vague to me. But when you start hearing words like that, I'm just like, whoa, I just want to pump the brakes and move away from that conversation really, really fast. And then he comes out and, of course, says right after that, sorry for the mix-up. I was hacked. Please forgive me. I don't know what the fuck to think with this guy anymore. I have no idea what to think with this situation. This is what happens when you just toxically spew shit all over social media. Is you can't take the shit back now. I mean, this is handwritten shit, man. Screenshots of shit. I don't know what to say at this point. Do you now have a stance for detrimental to the team where you can cut this guy and release him and free up cap money? I don't know. Is this part of the angle for the Akers trade we're going to be talking about here in a little while? Who knows? At this point, you can't bring this guy back in the locker room. You absolutely can't. You got to keep him away from the team. You're not part of the team. You're not part of the 2023 Raiders, and you just got to figure out a way to get rid of him. There's too much crazy in this story, too damn much crazy, way too much. You just gotta let it go, let it go. God damn, ridiculousness, fucking ridiculousness. All right. We like to follow a barometer. We choose the ESPN rankings because you gotta know how the league perceives you. You got USA Today. They all suck. You can choose whichever one you want. We go with ESPN because fuck it. They are the worldwide leader in bullshit related to sports. They've only got fucking like 12 fucking channels. ESPN fucking the Ocho, the 12. It's got Spinning for Distance on there. Fucking Midget Oil Wrestling. Blind Thumb Wrestling. You fucking get a couple fucking blind guys thumb wrestling. That's entertainment right there. That's some high quality entertainment. You ever seen Blind Thumb Wrestling? I'm telling you. Fucking back that up with Spitting for Distance. Shit. That's fucking Saturday night right there. Fucking deep in the heart of Kentucky. Moving along. ESPN rankings. Week 2 They were coming in at number 19, dropped all the way to 26. Ooh. That's brutal. This is how the league perceives the Raiders right now. Is they were like, oh, look at fucking damn, look at the Raiders. Shit, we mistook. We were wrong. We made error. We misjudged them. And then they were like, oh no. They were exactly what we fucking thought they were. Went out and got the fucking worst drubbing of week 2. So that's a brutal fall, man. I mean, that is a brutal fall in any rankings from fucking 19 to 26 when there's only 32 goddamn teams. That's a brutal fall. I mean, that's like the old lady in the fucking commercial. I'm falling and I can't get up. It's like that kind of fall. Brutal. So we need life alert. We need some life alert. That's what the Raiders need. Life alert. Maybe you can push that. Fucking Bo Jackson can come save the day. What's wrong? I'm here to help your franchise. Thanks, Bo. Let's get it. Just give me the ball. Man. I don't know. I've completely lost it. That's all right. I'm still aghast sitting here and looking at the 16 to 30 or 19 to 30. What? 19 to 26 out of 32 teams. Who's worse? Who's worse? Fuck. Hold on. Do I even want to know? Probably not. It's probably going to make me sick to my stomach. Hold on. Who's worse? Who the fuck's worse? 426. The Colts. The Broncos. Okay, the Donkeys. Donkeys are definitely worse. Panthers are definitely worse. Oh, so the only motherfucking teams that are worse are teams that haven't won a game except for the Colts. The Colts are the only team that has won a game and is considered worse than the Raiders. Oh, that's fucking lovely. That's a way to fucking start it out. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's the fucking way to start it out. Ugh. I shouldn't have looked. That was a fucking bad mistake. Bad mistake. All right, moving along. Fucking enough of this ESPN rankings. Now I'm depressed. Good Lord. If you haven't went to RaiderReaction.com and checked it out lately, we're constantly making updates, cleaning house, sweeping shit out, bringing in new shit. I got a bunch of new pictures you guys have been sending in. I'm going to be uploading on there in the next couple days. But check it out. We're adding new things. First off, check the sponsor, Clear Live Streams. They got me hooked up. I had a minor bug that we had some issue. Fucking, I sent him a message, took care of it. It's like the first bug I've had, I think, in forever. And dude, I'm just telling you, if you ain't got Clear Live Streams for this football season, I don't know what you're living with. I just watched the Rays take down the sorry ass Angels on their way. The Rays have already clinched their playoff spot and they're looking to get that division crown. Just watch them take down the Angels right before the show. It was great, Bill. Did you watch that, Bill? Did you happen to catch that game, Bill? That Rays Angels game? That was a good game. Not so good from your end, but check out the Clear Live Stream button right on the homepage. Hit that. Send Brian a message and say I was watching Raider Reaction. This fucking dude with the big mouth said I need to send you a message. Give him the hookup. Raider Nation hooking up Raider Nation. Best damn sponsor I've ever had. That's for damn sure. Although all you other sponsors were awesome too. I love every damn one of you. If y'all want to come back anytime. Can never have too many of you. Although Bryant has been the best by far. And while you're there, check out the other shit. Scroll to the bottom of the page. Throw your email address in there so you can get hooked up for the newsletter. We got a new one coming out for the next month, and we've got some other shit going on as well. That'll keep you up to date on all the shit that's going on at Raider Reaction. Just throw your email in there. Dark Side newsletter. You can get it. And then hit that subscriber tab as well. And go learn about being a subscriber of Raider Reaction. Helping the, what the fuck are we? Grassroots, that's it. Grassroots Project. Grassroots, whatever the hell we are. But become a subscriber, because the first Thursday of every month, we like to give away goodies. And I'm telling you, this is one of the biggest stacks of probably mailings I have sent out in probably well over a year. Maybe even 2. It's probably been a couple seasons, because this is a fucking load, man. I got pre-order stuff going out. We've got all of the September raffle stuff going out. I've got flash prizes from Fantasy Football already. I'm sending out all the guys Raider Reaction. I'm sending them hype team packs out, so they got some new swag, their own versions of all the new swag I've been giving away. So they got packs coming. So but I want to get it all out because I'm coming to Vegas this weekend for Sunday Night Football, and I want to have it all out before I'm gone. So if I'm reaching out for your address, be watching, please. I need your address, and a couple of you I still need shirt sizes. You're fucking slackers. I'm trying to give you goodies. I'm like fucking Silver and Black Santa, and you got the chimney closed off. Like, come on. Are you going to Dennis? Are you going to Vegas? Oh, that'd be sweet. I really would like to make a meetup place. Find out we're somewhere in J-Lot. Maybe I'll put together like an event on the Raider Reaction page, and that way it's a spot where we can just all fucking be able to post in that thing, and then we'll all be able to go to the same spot and see it. Maybe I'll do that. Just it's like a roving event, and we'll just update the location of where we're at. Because instead of everybody running around and trying to find me, because I'm just gonna fucking wherever Bill's at, we'll all just go to Bill. I'm gonna go find Bill, and then we'll figure out where the fuck Bill's at, and then the rest of you can come find us. It's in J-Lot somewhere, wherever the fuck Bill's gonna be. Instead of me just roaming around aimlessly, that's my point. I'll go there first, and then we'll work from there. So, if you want to hook up before the game, come on in, because I don't hang. I'll be down there early, but I tell you what, man, when they open the doors to the fucking stadium, I'm in. I like to watch the pregame. I like to watch the guys warm up. I'm that guy. So I don't hang out in the fucking tailgate for super long, but I'm usually out there for a couple hours. I plan on being down there super early, but yeah, if you come rolling in a fucking hour and a half before the fucking game, think I'm gonna be out there fucking kicking it, I will not be out there kicking it. I'll be kicking it inside, drinking cervezas, watching them fucking warm up. Bet. I love every fucking minute of it. I love it. All of it. I like watching the kickers come out, get fucking loosened up, fucking practice. I like to watch the quarterbacks when they come out the first time, then they go back in, they'll come back out again. I like to watch the whole fucking routine. I love it. I love every fucking second of it. Because you know what? Sometimes, 5 minutes into the fucking game, it's over. So you gotta enjoy all that other shit. That's why you gotta go early. You gotta go to the tailgate. You gotta do all that other shit, because that fucking game can go south after the kickoff. We all know it all too goddamn well. So, but be one of the cool kids at Raider Reaction, like fucking Joe the Wolf, like Abraham, like Roland. Where am I sitting? That is the big mystery. Why? Because I can't tell you yet, because I don't fucking know. I have several lines in the water, and I know people, so I'm working several different angles. I don't know yet 100%, but they'll be decent. They won't suck. I'll say that. I will not be in the nosebleeds. But I'll let you know. It's not like it's a big secret. I don't give a fuck if you know where I'm sitting or not. But I don't know yet. I do not buy tickets early. I have a very weirdish way about the way I buy tickets. But as you see, I'm almost always in the front fucking row. So whatever I'm doing works out. So you do your thing, and I'll do mine, and I'll just see you at the game. But I will tell you when I go there, because I won't get on a plane empty-handed. Usually, I have before though. It irritates the fuck out of my wife, but it's the day of fucking electronic transfers, man. You don't even, dude. You can be like, you want to take it? Blah blah blah. There you go. Thank you. Move along. All right, moving on. What is this shit? What is this? Where did this come from? Out of fucking nowhere. I was like, somebody, I didn't even, I forget where I seen it. I seen it some weird way. I don't remember if somebody commented on something or tagged me in something. And I was like, Cam Akers? The dude Max Crosby was fighting with in the preseason? That guy? You gonna bring him in? Oh, that'll be great. Max and him were getting they were getting intimate. They were getting to know each other a little bit there at the in the preseason. But it just makes me wonder if are they seeing what we're seeing? At least what I'm seeing. I don't know if it's we. I don't know if you guys see it. You guys. Oh, it's not like fucking Joe Pesci and fucking my cousin Vinny. You guys, the fucking youths. I don't know if you guys feel the same as I do about Zamir White, but maybe they're seeing what I see in Zamir White, and they're like, you know, we need a guy who can really spell Josh Jacobs. That's not Brandon Bolden and Amir Abdallah. Zamir White was supposed to be that guy. I think that's why you're seeing him too on the depth chart. And maybe it's Cam Akers. Now Cam Akers is really out of the last 4 years really only played the two. You know, he had the 1 year where he only played one game. But last year, 7 touchdowns. I mean, the guy, he didn't have a terrible year. I think he would work well in the offense. But what? What are you moving to get Cam Akers? And why are you trying to make dynamic moves on the offense and not making dynamic moves on the defensive side of the ball? If you've got money that you can fucking pull out your ass to fucking play games with, to add a fucking extra toy to your fucking running back tree, why can't you go find a fucking top corner, veteran corner, or go make a move for a linebacker that can change some shit, or a fucking defensive tackle with some push up the fucking middle? Would you go trade for something like that? Why are we trying to trade for Cam Akers? Do you really, is the depth chart that sad? Is Zamir really not the guy that much? 'Cause I don't fucking think he is, but isn't there more positions of need than Cam Akers? Being a second, third running back? I mean, Josh Jacobs has to be your guy. With what you're paying Josh, you got to lean on Josh this year. If you fucking fail with Josh, then you fail. But that is a calculated risk. He was the number 1 running back in the league last year. Nobody's going to fault you for that. Calculated risk. You got to die with Josh. I don't know. I don't know about this one. I agree with Leo. Fuck. If you got money to play around with, go find me a motherfucking D tackle. Give me some push up the middle. Shit. If we're just going shopping. Is this Chandler Jones? Is that where this money's coming from? Where's this money coming from? You're going to trade? What are you trading away? Chandler Jones? His fucking boat anchor of a contract? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Interesting. I don't see it. I mean, I guess. I mean, he doesn't suck. I mean, I just don't think in the priority level that he's the top of it, or his position is the top of it. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Week 3, Sunday night football, prime time. We're talking about it. Hold on. Who's all going? Who's all going? Let me back up here. Hold on. We're going to get all informal here. I got to check these fucking comments. Did you say you're going, Dennis? Who's all going to the game? Dennis, row 24. Where am I staying? Now you're getting a little personal, Bill. Okay. Now you're getting a little personal. You want my fucking room number, Bill? I can't be putting that out here now. There's some people don't like me. I know you love me, but not everybody likes me. You want to get me fucking killed, Bill? The stadium out in broad daylight, that's one thing. Yeah. It's a little different. Honestly, I don't even remember. I'm staying with Myron. Myron's got all the info. We booked the room for fucking ever and a day ago. I split it with him. I know. I think he's propositioning me, Michelle. I hope you bringing your wife, Bill. Easy now. You'll be traveling solo on me. Let's see. All right. Hell yeah. Well, let's plan. I will put it up there. I'll put a post up when we get a little closer. I would like to hook up with everybody because let's all take like a shot all at once. And because I can't take one with every time I see somebody or I won't make it to the game. I'll be like, yeah, let's take a shot. Yeah, let's take a shot. About 6 of them, 8 of them. Easy now. Easy now. Let's keep it slightly R-rated in the comments. Steelers preview. I think this is a big bounce back game. Steelers are not anything to be scared of. They really aren't. Kenny Pickett, you know, he's what they hope is their future. But I mean, he's not even the poster boy that they put up to advertise the game. That's how much he's really not the future. It's still all about the defense in Pittsburgh, and I'm not scared of this offense. And I think this can be a nice bounce back game for your defensive side of the ball more than it is for your offensive side of the ball. I think the offense will be fine if the defense sets them up a little better in this game. The defense didn't help with anything last game. The offense didn't help itself. Granted. Could have helped itself more. But if the defense grabs a turnover here or there, flips some momentum, gives you a short field, this is how you get your offense going when they're sputtering and they're not hitting on all cylinders. Sometimes they need a jump start. And this defense just did nothing to help that. I mean, coming out in the third quarter and allowing that to be done to you, just absolutely freight train your chances. Just watching that drive and the quarter just dissipate and your chances and your percentage to win just dissipate as they're just grinding it out. It was, ugh. Oh, the Steelers' defense is their strength. That I would not underestimate the Steelers' D. That is the strength of their team, and that is what won them the last game. That is definitely the strength of their team. But like I said, I don't think their offense is strong, so I think our defense can have some success and have a nice bounce back game against their offense and possibly put this team in some good positions. I think the Raiders are a more dynamic team on offense than the Browns are. And I think they can... I think this is a nice bounce-back game. I think you have you didn't want the score like that, but I think you got a nice game out of Buffalo where you got some nice tape that you can go in and work on with some of these young guys and some of these new guys and these schemes. I had this game pegged as a win all along. I just don't believe in this new Steelers team. And this is a crossroads game. It really is. I'm trying to be optimistic. I didn't have Buffalo pegged as a win, but I didn't think it would be as bad as it looked. But when you have a team like that, I can also see how a team like that can run up the score on you when they found the holes in your defense that they can exploit. And that's basically what they did. Once they figured him out, and there was just no matching the veteran wide receivers. Our secondary just couldn't do anything about it. They just chewed up clock, just did whatever they wanted. So this is really kind of a crossroads game, I think. I don't think you want to see your team sitting at 1-2 in week 3. I had them picked at 2-1. I don't think it would be death if that was the case, but I don't think that's obviously a positive thing and where you want to see your team. Especially, hold on. I know I got to be in close. I am getting long-winded. I know. Been windy today. It's okay. I think the Raiders win this game. I don't believe in the young quarterback of the Steelers. I get their defense is solid. It's all about the running game. You've got to establish Josh Jacobs. You've got to get some sort of running game going in this game. And I think you can work the play action. Jimmy G, I was very impressed with Jimmy Garoppolo the last game. The offensive line did not stop their defense, and that concerns me with this Pittsburgh D, because they did not look good against the Buffalo defense. So that concerns me. But I thought Jimmy looked good and strong under pressure. Horrible luck. Tipped passes. Horrible luck. The defense bouncing back in this game, I think, is probably more important than anything. This is a very young Steelers offense, young quarterback, and you got to get to him. You got to rattle him early. I think the Raiders can win this game, and I think the Raiders do win this game. I've had this game picked as a win all along. I do not believe in the Steelers team. I believe in this Raiders team. But if they lose, this could be a crossroads game. Because that makes the Sparklers game big. Because 1-3 is a bad fucking place to be in the National Football League. So, let's get it. Like I said, I will be there. I'll be there with my oldest son. We're heading out. We have an insane fucking weekend. I got to get up early Saturday morning. I got to coach some youth soccer. Hopefully the fucking Super Knights can get their first dub Saturday morning. And then we got to come home, clean up, change clothes, head down to Tropicana Field, watch the Rays play the Blue Jays, because they're giving away commemorative statues of the 25th anniversary statues. Get 2 different statues. So I got 2 sons, so we're going to go down there. So we'll get both of them. But we'll get 3 statues. So we're going to watch the Rays game. Then we'll fly home after the Rays game. Drop the little guy off. Me and my oldest son shoot over to the airport for a midnight flight to Vegas. We'll get to Vegas time about 1:30 in the morning. Come rolling in. We'll get some fucking shoot over to the hotel. Beat on the fucking door till we wake Myron's ass up. Go in, crash, get up, eat, head to the stadium, go Raiders. It's going to be a fucking crazy 24 to 48 hours. And of course, I'll bring you guys all along with me. Oh, we ain't there yet. Oh, Oh, we might be. Where are we at? Where are we at? No, we're almost there. We're almost there. Fan of the week. Fan of the week. We do have a fan of the week this week. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And who is it? Who is it? Who is fan of the week? I said it would be somebody new. I said it would be somebody new. I said it would be somebody new. And here we are. Fan of the week. Thank you all for throwing in your... And if you want to be fan of the week, all you got to do is send in a picture, video, you rocking the silver and black, and we will be... I've already got several queued up. You can jump the line, though. I mean, if your shit's good, or if you're a newbie, I will throw you in line. I got some veterans already lined up in there with some nice entries. I'll have to move them up. I can't just keep pushing them back. But I will if it's good. Gotta throw it in there. Gotta throw it in there. So just send me something. Social media platform, website, however you want to get it to us. All right. Who is fan of the week? Fan of the week this week. And this was a good pick. Obviously, this was from week 1, so I'd had this one for a week or two. As you see, Ryan Truchot, this buddy there, the disappointed donkey in the background. He's a sad donkey. So he had a disappointing week 1 and a disappointing week 2, because it's just disappointing being a donkey. I mean, who the fuck wants to wear orange and blue? I never understood that. It is like the ugliest fucking clothing combination, whatever. So send me your address, Ryan, and we will get you some goodies out, and probably get you out with this shipping, because I got another day or so of putting this fucking. I'm probably gonna take 2 trips, because I don't like doing that to I like the mailmen that I go to on this little fucking satellite post office that I found. So I don't want to go. I don't want to hit them all in one big load. So I'll probably take half of it tomorrow, or at least what I got done tomorrow, and then take the rest. But yes, so send me your address, and I will probably get you in on this shipping out. Where are we at? Where are we at? Fan of the week. Man, it's been a long day. I can tell. It's been a long show, too. It's that time of the show. One little last segment. I hate to even do this to you. I really do. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Hold on. Hold on. You're right. You're right. I know. See, I do listen to you every once in a while. I know. You don't have to kick me in the shin so hard. Fucker. It's a little something that we like to call. I hate to even do this to you. It's a topic I said I wouldn't bring up. But my God, it's only been 2 weeks. Is this what you do when you break up with somebody? Do you go out to dinner with your new girlfriend, your new person you're in a relationship with, and sit and talk about the old person? Is that what you do? Like, get the fuck over it, man. I don't care how he's doing. I don't even want to say his name, and I might not. I don't care how he's doing. I don't care that they're 2-0. They're in the softest fucking division in the goddamn league. Of course he was going to do well. I don't give a fuck. My God, get over it. My God. He's not even in the conference. Who cares? What he does is irrelevant to the Raiders. Irrelevant. Should have kept him, should have. Shut the fuck up. My God. Like, we were discussing this in the Raider Reaction group. We can't even keep up with the bullshit in the fucking group anymore. We're just like fucking throwing our hands up. Like, we're done. Like, my God, quit comparing blowjobs, okay? Seriously. Get over it. What the fuck? Ah. Because I had to get it all out at once. I'm done with it. Hopefully I won't have to mention it again. God, it's nauseating. You don't understand. We have a group, 16,000 fucking Raider fans, to try to filter shit. Ah. Thank you all for joining me, man. I'm looking forward to the home opener. I'm going to be rolling in fucking early Sunday morning, early, into Vegas. Heading from that Rays win against the Blue Jays. Second to last home game. Looking forward to that as well. So if you're going to be at the game, I'm probably going to put up an event on the page. Probably J-Lot sounds like where I'll be ranching up, finding Bill. Then y'all can find me. And we can have some pre-game festivities. And we can all watch the Steelers get fucking thumped in Allegiant Stadium this weekend. Because I absolutely think that's what's going to happen. Thank you all for joining me, man. Tomorrow night is fantasy football night. Thursday night, we'll be back with TikTok Thursday. I missed it last week because, why did I miss it last week? Raffle football? I don't fucking know. Oh, I think I was just wiped out from soccer practice. Little fuckers run me ragged. You're too old for this shit. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen of the Raider Nation, thank you all for joining me. I'm out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.